All right, here's my vampire list. I'm calling this Vampire Stamina. This is based on a deck that was primarily my wife's idea, and it surprisingly did quite a bit better than expected. Couple of all-stars from the deck that we initially built on the idea were the Metallic Mimic, which I have excluded from this list for the cost right now, and Supernatural Stamina, which I thought was going to be not much of a contributor, and then seeing it in play, it was kind of a bomb. It works out to be an extra couple life, because oftentimes you're using it to either save a lifelink creature or save someone like Maven Fine, who's going to create lifelink creatures. Additionally, it ends up frequently working like removal, because if you're in those right combat situations, you can kill something that you might not otherwise kill with it, and it saves your creature. So ends up doing some pretty cool stuff, all at instant speed for 1 black mana. Vicious Conquistador, I'm a big fan of this card. Works out in some ways better than a 2/2 for 1. Doesn't even come in tapped. I'm kind of surprised that came out as an uncommon, and is it's like a penny to buy it online. Bishop Soldier is just filling out the curve as a 2-drop. It's not bad. It's not great. Grind to Dust works out as some pretty solid removal for the deck, and gives you some flexibility. Maven Fine creates 1/1 vampire creatures with lifelink. That ends up being a bomb, and you can anthem everyone with either the Trial of Solidarity or the Rallying Roar, which you can use on defense when you're all tapped out and the opponent doesn't think that you've got anything going for you. Lots of token producing cards. The Queen's Commission gives you a couple of lifelink tokens. Call to the Feast gives you 3 of them. Paladin of the Bloodstained gives you 1 of them, in addition to the main 3/2 body. Altogether, that should give you a lot of little vampires on the team. In addition to all of this, you've got Bishop of the Bloodstained as a big finisher. Presumably, if you get to the point that you've got 5 mana, you can drop this and have a good chance at closing the game. So, altogether, should be a fun deck to play, and I'm hoping to get some games up for you soon. A couple of easy enough additions to this deck that you could do. I considered improving the mana base. If you've got the cards, you might as well use them. The Metallic Mimic, we had some of those available that we played with in our paper version of this deck, and that performed extremely well, as long as the opponent doesn't have a removal for it, although that one is very, very easy to kill. Another potential alternative, and I may end up building one of these decks working with the Trials and Cartouches. I think there's a lot of opportunity with the Vampire Tribe. And then a couple of the Aetherborn, Yeheni, and Gifted Aetherborn would also be strong additions. Thanks again.